So did you know that NASA's planning to send people back to the moon in 2024?
I did not.
So
They're probably not scrolling all the way down. Google News, Science News is at the last.
is it the last?
Yes, okay.
Not at all. In fact, I used to think they scrapped the project and there will be no human being on the moon.
Am I gonna move?
Not in 2024, but would you like to go to the moon?
Yes.
You know, when I heard that NASA really wants to put a lot more women into space, my daughters are just all over it. And especially when it comes to the exploration of the moon, is that they really want to put an emphasis on females going to the moon with high levels of science experience.
No, I was not aware of that until you mentioned it to me.
Yeah, would you believe like 90% of the people I talk to say the exact same thing?
I would not be surprised.
So did you know that NASA's planning to send people to the moon in 2024?
I didn't know that.
More people participation will always help because the politicians then do respond to what people generally want. Okay. So I think even with Kennedy saying we got to put a man on the moon, but the people is the one who got behind it. Okay. So I think it is a great idea.
My response is we should go there because moon is part of the solar system and I consider this as a part of Earth. So we should go there, we should explore, we should learn more about moon.
Oh, tell me about it.
There's craters.
Oh, there's craters on the moon?
Yeah, there's tiny holes that can jump inside in.
Okay, that sounds fun.
You jump inside it and inside the moon is a wonderful place you can live in.
It's also a great central pride for a country. You know, when you have a chance to put somebody on the moon or you put somebody in outer space, or I remember as a kid watching the space shuttle go off for the first time and landing for the first time. And I thought that was the most amazing experience I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
Oh, what did you think of it?
My dad also actually brought me pictures of the moon landing. I still had it in my album.
How old were you?
I was, I think, about 10 or 11.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was excited when I saw that, and you would see the moon lander on the surface of the moon, and they had the very crisp pictures of Neil Armstrong and all those guys making their first step on the moon.
Ah, excellent.
What do I think about it? I think it's awesome. I'd love to be the one to go, but I'm not an astronaut, so.
So what do you think about it?
I think it's cool. I think it's something that our species needs to do. Yeah.
I was reading about what is it called, terraforming. Yeah, so I think that's a long way ahead, probably another 100 years before we get to the point where you can have meaningful technology that will let people actually live there.
When can I go to the moon for real?
I'm not sure, but people are working to make that happen, and they need help. So maybe you can help get people to the moon.
Is it really gonna happen?
I hope so. I guess it all depends upon our commitment and
Bum, 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 bum,
what we do.
bum, 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 bum.
Go back 500 years. You know, you take a look at the exploration of the Americas, you know, by the Spanish and the Portuguese,
Right.
And the French. You know, it would take them months to get over to the United States. You know, and it's just like us. It would take us months to get to Mars.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now you're hopping on a plane from Houston and making it all the way to London in 9 hours.
And I think that's more important, apart from just getting a man to the moon. I think trying to figure out what it takes to get him there in less than an hour.
Less than an hour.
Yes. I think about those things, right? How do I get the man to the moon? Once the rocket takes off, it just once it crosses the Earth's gravity, it should just be going off at such a fast speed that should just get there in a very short time.
Space Adventures and Axiom Aerospace have both signed contracts with SpaceX to launch private astronauts on their thing. So it's like becoming possible. If it was safe and affordable, you have any interest, you would go?
Oh, definitely.
You definitely go?
If it was safe and affordable, well, it's safe, but right, affordable, I don't know.
And if it was safe and affordable, do you have any interest in going into space?
I would, absolutely. If it was safe and affordable.
Yes, those are key.
Those are the key ones, so specifically those.
Well, thank you so much for participating in my little project.
You're very welcome. I really appreciate this. And also thank you for the great information. I never knew all this before. Thank you.
Happy to share.
Thank you.